Dakota Johnson finally explains how she became Hollywood's truth machine. There are plenty of good reasons to love Dakota Johnson. That flawless set of bangs, her impeccable sense of style, and, of course, her unrelenting commitment to keeping it real. Remember when Johnson called out Ellen DeGeneres for lying about not being invited to her birthday party in 2019? Or what about the time she did Variety's lie detector test and basically broke it with all of her truth-telling? If there's one thing Dakota Johnson will always do, it's tell the truth. Unless, of course, she's talking about limes. In a new interview with Hollywood Authentic, the Materialist's actress reflected on her commitment to honesty. I think people feel safe with me. Sean Penn calls me a truth machine, she said. When we were making Daddy-O together, he came up with that. I won't take bullshit, you know? If somebody's talking nonsense, I'll just be like, okay, nice to meet you. Bye. And I don't really like small talk. As the interviewer noted, Johnson has made a habit of telling the truth and refusing to fall into bullshit routines in interviews, and not just with DeGeneres. Johnson's recent comments on standing up to bullshit also come after she commented on backing away from toxic workplaces in Hollywood. Speaking to Variety last month, she described her no-nonsense policy. If there's not a healthy collaboration, if it's not a good match, then it's not a good match. And we really don't move forward if it's not a good match. However, as Johnson went on to explain, she hasn't always been this way. I've had to teach myself that for sure. I've had to learn the hard way, she said. I was a teenage girl once, you know? And that's, of course, when I think you're trying everything. She added, I would rather know myself more and more, and be as unique as possible. I don't want to try to be something else. Elsewhere in the interview, Johnson reflected on the other things that could have potentially made her a little less authentic, namely, her very, very famous family. She is, of course, daughter of working girls Melanie Griffith and granddaughter of the Byrds Tippi Hedren. However, according to Johnson, she tries not to let this legacy influence how she carries herself. I think I carry myself as just myself, she said. I also grew up around my mom, who's an actress, and my grandmother, who's an actress, and it's very intense the way they move, the way they interact with people. I guess I must have absorbed a bit of that, but I try to not try to be anything. Johnson recently stepped out with her mother for a rare joint red carpet appearance for the Los Angeles premiere of Splitsville. Earlier in the year, the pair also attended a screening of Materialists, along with three of Johnson's half-siblings, Stella, Dakota's half-sister, and the daughter of Griffith and Antonio Banderas, Grace, the daughter of Johnson's dad, Don Johnson, and his second wife, Kelly Flegler, and Jesse, son of Don and Patty Darbanville, were also in attendance.